Yo, boy, first here. What's up, creature? Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Um. It's time to get super items, man. It is time to get super items. It's going good getting back into gold farming after a long time. Aha! There we go. Another case of it's not possible to quit the game. Good to have you back, man. You making billions already? Boom, boom, boom. I feel like these 10 runs are going to be sick, man. It's the feeling that I have. What could possibly go wrong? C and Lily, what's up? How you guys doing? Hello, Saud, what's up, dude? I got a Jinsu yesterday. Always lucky, man. If it's not in the challenge, it doesn't count. Diplos was good, man. It's good to see you. Didn't see you for 4 days. How was Constitution Day yesterday? It was nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. Ish. Not at all. Got a build up stock again. Any suggestion where to start with Transmog? Patch 10.17 stuff. That's what I would have done. Is it easy gold? What you reach gold for this farm? This is not easy gold in this farm. No, no, no. Not easy at all. Only 124k on Silver Moon? Yeah, Silver Moon Argent Dawn is pretty rough. This has been tired. I was in TBC until really late in SSC. That lasted way longer than I thought it would. I didn't get any loot, but we cleared the entire thing at least. So that was something, but yeah, no loot. Like I was just regretting joining it for hours. It got too late. Shit. Still nothing. Oh shit, my man Scooby, what's up, dude? It's going good, buddy. It's going good. Thank you. What about yourself, man? I wish it was Friday already. Friday night. I'm heading upstate to finally be able to show the Porsche that's there. Upstate. Oh, that's gonna be good. Little vacation. Yet another Monday list. This time next week, I'll be off of work. Holiday in the US. Oh, nice. You going anything, anywhere special? I didn't know you guys had the vacations in the US. There's a Walmart? Fuck yeah. Probably the couch? You mean you're gonna be playing WoW? And then you take a couple of breaks from WoW when you go to lay on the couch. We don't have a Walmart here. I have to go far away to get to one, but what does Walmart have that you can't get anywhere else, though? I actually play WoW on the couch. I sit at the desk all day for work. Can't come home to the desk as well. That means you and Vimy, both couch gamers. But he's like laying down. Like he lays down with like the keyboard on his stomach. Yo, Lucas was good. Probably a lot of sleep talking stuff like merch. I don't know, I've never been to a Walmart. What are you up to? Trying to get some fancy collectibles in Uldaman. We'll see if the RNG gods are with me. Vimy has a curved keyboard. It is curved now. I sit up at least. Monitors are on the coffee table. God. That's a step up though from Vimy's position on the couch. Any profession you suggest looking into? I don't at the moment do anything midnight profession based. Nothing actually. But I use old professions for crafting collectibles in old expansions like Transmog, toys, mounts. I think that's fun, but the current content, nah. Well, you can't be far off, though, see? What does the Gold Party Challenge do? Should I get it? It's like Ludicrous Challenge. People can join in on this leaderboard, and I can see how much gold you get. You can see how much gold I get, together with all the everyone that joins in. So it's just for fun to compare your loot to everyone else. Well, you level as Resto, right? Everything is way slower done. Bum bum bum. No deaths. Hello, beautiful people. Hopefully, you're having a great day. Kevin, good to see you, man. So far, so good, buddy. So far, so good. Thank you. And you? Bum 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 bum. No, the fucking pit helmet, dude. Ay. No bueno. Shit. That should have been a miner's hat. Why do you always have run speed? I got a video about it's a speed set. I use items to increase my movement speed. I made a video about it yesterday, like an easy to get speed set. I'm doing alright. I got a new laptop, so I'm able to play again. Nice. Time to make billions. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Fagin. 50 months? Legend. In a row, even. My man. Appreciate that, buddy. And it's going good. Thank you. And you? The plan for today. Hopefully going to get some fat loot. I'm currently working on 3 different dungeons. Alderman, RFK, and LBRS. Surely one of those places have to give me something big, right? It better 32.2 Celsius tomorrow here. My AC is up and running. Shit, we have 10. There's a 4-hour maintenance tomorrow and live maintenance Wednesday. Fucking NA. Fucking NA indeed. God. You know, like the Europeans, they wouldn't accept that. But you guys, you just bend over, bite the pillow. Alright, surely this is going to be the run. If I just get a rich purple, I'm happy. That's it. One rich purple. Like, that item alone saves the loot from 100 runs. Or any super item, obviously. Boom, boom, boom. That is 50 degrees in my terms, and that's what it should be here right now. Are you telling me it's Scooby's fault? Because he doesn't give a fuck about global warming. And he's American. I'm thinking it's Scooby's fault. Boom, boom, boom. Level 60 speed set items, those are Shadowlands items, right? Do you have to be leatherworking to be able to make him? Oh, you can buy him on the auction house. Yeah. It's not difficult to craft them, but there are stuff locked behind reputation. So it's I would advise you to just buy them on the auction house. But yeah, they are tradable. Hey, Zeus. Jackass. I don't get drunk, as you know, Zeus. Alcohol has no effect on me. Can drink ungodly amounts of alcohol. 0 effect. That was nice, yeah, thank you. How are you doing? I'm farming said reputation right now. It fucking sucks. I bet. I hate the heat. I'll care about whatever it takes to avoid that shit. Florida is pushing 37 Celsius most afternoons. What the fuck? You gotta move, man. I'd be fine if I could get a new spine. I think like Elon Musk can probably fix that for you in a couple of years. Just get some kind of fucking chip planted in your body and it's going to repair your spine. You'll be good. What is that add-on? It's called Gold Party Challenge. Gaku, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. I got 4 druid with speed sets. Got level 45, select this. Doing nothing gives me something to do. Level it to 60. And do another speed set. Yeah. I also have a bunch of druids at like around the 45 level. Was probably higher at one point in an expansion before level squish. I'm hoping they can 3D print replacement liver soon. Easy. You're gonna need that, man, with all your dollar store wine. Dollar store wine, that's Scooby. No, I don't got a problem drinking. It's under control. They close the dollar store, gotta go to the more than a dollar store now? Shit. Times are rough. Come on, big guy. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see. Bags fill up fast and old man. Lots of shit loot. Boom, 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 boom. Our dollar store sells stuff for more than $1 now. Yeah, I remember it was like that in the UK as well. What's it called in the UK? Poundland or Pound World, Pound Store. I don't know. It was very few things that was actually $1. Pound even. It is retail. This is retail, yeah. Poundland. Oh, there's a lot of gold in a single tune. This guy? Does he? Oh, yeah, this guy has a bit. I usually don't keep that much gold in a tune. What is the easiest farm I could do to make something like 50k? It's gonna be boring and not that good. It's gonna be midnight gathering farms. Whether that's mining, skinning, herbalism, joining a claw farm. Those old content farms typically do better if you join a group for like dark runes, hardened spring. Warbank bank is full, right? Yeah, but good thing you mentioned that because I was in a situation where I don't remember why, but I needed gold on a tune that didn't have any gold. So I had to take out some gold from the war bank. That's not good. How much is that? Oh shit, like 60k? Yeah, I like to have it at exactly cap. Otherwise, my OCD goes nuts. Hey, how are you today, Giggle? Good to see you, man. Good, man. Good. You? Boom, 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 boom. Glad you like the tunes, Morduck. Good, good. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. Does cap? Oh, you're like a million off. See, the warbank cap is 1 copper short of, or 1 gold short of 100 mil. Lord Student, my man Noxter, how's your day? Do you even have to ask? Man, it's Monday. Love Mondays, dude. Thank you. And you? Was it as good for you? I went to Lorna Shore concert on Saturday. Nice. Bet that was sick. New goal? Your new goal is warbank cap of 100 mil? I believe. Work from home on Mondays now, so it wasn't as bad. Still fucked up. I went to bed at 2:30. God. You never learn, man. Oh. I fucked up on Saturday, like after the stream. I saw somebody needed a boomkin for SSC on TBC, and I was like, shit. SSC first week? Let's go. So I joined, and it got like later than I thought it would. Dogster, what's up, dude? Did you get everything down? Yeah. There was some bosses where we had like some wipes, and I wasn't very optimistic at that point. But the funny thing is, like the guy who was leading the raid was like, "Okay, are we gonna try Lady Vash as well?" And then there was like one guy who was like, "Yes, please," because he had reserved items from that boss, and we killed Lady Vash first try. So easy. But I didn't get any loot though in the entire raid. I didn't reserve any loot from like the last bosses because it was a pug, so I was like, maybe these guys suck, and we're not going to clear the entire raid. That was a big mistake. Shouldn't have done that. But at least I've done it now. You need it for the pre-quest for Mount Hyjal. The attunement. Now just gotta do Tempest Keep at some point. Boom, boom, boom. At least I got in, yeah. I mean, I play Boomkin and Enhancement Shaman, so it's relatively easy to get groups. Even easier now because most people check logs and they want to see that you've done it. What do I know? Wait, what did you say? How do I know that what items have value from the items I open from dented raider pieces from Nax? Get lots of extra transmog items besides the lamented, and I don't know. Well, you need an add-on to tell you, like TSM. And then you can look at the market value and the sell rate. And Stone Vault Bonebreaker. That's something, man. That's something. It's the second blue so far today in Old Man. But hey, student, I join you, and I will get a super item. How many runs left? You're not gonna get jack shit, dude. I think this is run number 5. What server is that on Gold Challenge? This dude is Origin Dawn, Bobo. So just type Student TV, Origin Dawn. How's the add-on doing? Is it polished now? We're still waiting for the big rework. There was some progress with the TSM thingy, where the add-on is going to run off TSM's servers, which will allow a different way to get invited, a much smoother and better way to get invited. And NA can also join in. And once that's implemented, you can start like polishing and adding new features based off that. That's not done yet though, but Stenny, the guy who made the add-on, told me that he had to like redo the coding of the add-on, etc. But he was sick, so he hasn't done it yet. Oh shit. Bling style with the 90 months. That is fucking big, man. Closing in on triple digits. Legend. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you. How's it going? You been good? Do, 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 do. Come on. Wasn't it SOD when we had to kill this last boss in Uldaman for something? Was that like a pre-quest we were doing for XP? I remember it was tough as fuck. We had to like initiate the fight and then run to the other room. We barely did it. Hey, Student, what is the best or the most expensive item you've looted from Old Man? I've looted 4 super items, 2 Shadowforge Bushmasters, and 2 Papalfes. I sold a Papalfes for $1 million, and then I sold another one for $2 million. The Shadowforge Bushmasters, both of those were less than $1 million. I don't remember how much though. Oh, is it 99? No. It's 99, 999, 999. It's only nines. 1 gold from 100 mil. And you wrote billions. I'm bad at math. It's all good. You don't need to be good at math because the warbank is going to tell you when it's full. All you got to do is fill it up. I will get a super item on my first run. You will do no such thing. My luck has been insane recently. It's a copper short? I'm pretty sure it's just a gold short. For gold cap, it's a copper short, but the warbank is a gold short. You don't put like silver and copper into it, I believe. I'd like to hit 25 million by the end of the year, but that might be a push. Should be easy. How much gold are you on now? Hey, Tidal, what's up, dude? I wasn't supposed to skin that. Fuck it. Oh, you'll spend it, definitely. Altogether, just shy of 16. I see he's under 9. In 7 months. Right above $1 million a month. Easy for you. Easy. Fuck, dude. Another pit helmet. 2 of those now. God. Could have been a Papalfes. I'm super tired because I got almost no sleep last night. And now I'm considering melatonin. I know what that is. That's this. People do like gummy bears. Oh, those. Chew those fuckers to fall asleep. Student TV Argent Dawn. No, you have to write it like this. Student TV Argent Dawn. You got to use capital letters. For some people, it doesn't work. By all means, you got to be EU, but even then, on some certain realms and factions, there's it doesn't work. That's going to be fixed when we do invites through TSM servers, though. Is it worthwhile to skip Kel'Thuzad in the military quarter? And I do that. Well, back when I didn't axe, I skipped it. I couldn't be arsed with a roleplay. Evening from the DK. I hope you find something good in there, shares, man. I'm gonna need that. Good luck. Holy fuck, the last warbank tab is 2.5 million. Don't need the space to have that, dude. I got a couple 100 million and I don't have the last tab. Which is stupid, but that's because I'm cheap, right? Like, if I spent 2.5 million in the last tab, I wouldn't fucking notice it. But I still feel like the value, you don't get a lot of value for 2.5 million for that tab. And so far, I haven't been needing it. Did you raid on TBC? And how was it if you did? I joined an SSC pug on Saturday. And you know, it was a pug, I didn't know the guys. So I soft reserved some items from the first couple of bosses title. And we had a couple of wipes. And I wasn't too optimistic on Fathom Lord. Was that the one? Where we struggled a bit? But we ended up clearing it. Killed Lady Vash on the first attempt. So I should have soft reserved some, like the tear headpiece or whatever the fuck. Does have a Bruto for more space to clutter up? Yeah. It's like sometimes you feel like it would be nice with the space, but instead you can take literally 2 minutes and clear up some space and you'll be good. Dude, you gotta be fucking with me. I got a Neil Blade and another Pit Helmet. I got 3 of those. What's the fucking odds on that? You got better odds getting a super item. Well, yeah, the group was a bit. It was like, I guess, 10 people from a French guild, and the rest was just randoms. It was a bit. There was some things that were a bit meh, not optimal. Like on the first boss, I got killed twice because he becomes nature immune, right? So as a balance druid, you want to put Fury Fire on the boss before he becomes nature immune. So as soon as you pull the boss, and I died twice on the both pulls because I put up Fury Fire and I got aggro. They weren't able to get aggro fast enough. So literally just Fairy Fire and the tanks, they just couldn't pick it up before he slapped the shit out of me. You gathered all my mats from 7 guild banks in the warbank and just threw the items with more than 1k in a specific guild on that account, easier to manage. Yeah, I have all my materials, as you're saying, up until a certain point. Anything above 1,000 or a couple thousand, depending on the mat, I have on my second account. Because I invest a lot in materials, so I did just some materials that have a fucked enough. Golden pearls. I might have 15,000 golden pearls, right? You don't spend that many for crafting, so 1,000 is going to do you good for a very long time. Yeah, not even close on that, see? It is a threat reset when swapping forms. Yeah, but it's you'd think that if you misdirect the tank, shoot one fucking arrow at the boss, that's going to be enough to give tank to the, aggro to the tank. From one Fairy Fire. They were just kind of slow, I guess, on the pull timer. Yeah, I still want to buy big stock, but just keep it in one guild instead of 7 half-empty guilds. Yeah. Where most of the mats purchased or farmed over the years. I mean, most of them have been purchased, yes. I don't sell mats when I farm those Gooba, and I've done a lot of material farming over the years, right? So if the guys want to do a volatile farm and we go and farm we're gonna go and farm volatiles, I don't sell the mats, I just store it away. But yes, I've over the years there's been a lot of opportunities to buy a lot of materials really cheaply, which I always do. Are you sure the hunters use misdirect? Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know they were trying to use misdirect on what's the name of the boss where you have like the boss with like multiple ads, like a Naga boss. They wanted to misdirect like 3 bosses to one tank, and we wiped like twice. And then one guy was like, "But guys, you can only misdirect one target to one player at a time." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Shit." I got another blue. Dude, I'm fucking swimming in blues. Yeah, maybe they didn't misdirect on that fight. Yo, how's it going down there, Brash? I thought you were going to loot the super item, man. While all the top 5 items are mine. I was want to remember bosses' names, but I'm not sure what you meant. Yeah, we only killed 2 bosses first try, and that was Lady Vash, surprisingly enough, and I don't remember his name, but the big fuck that summons like those blobs and all those like water elementals. Been getting a lot of 220 speed gear from chests lately. Always lucky. How much have you been able to sell them for? So you still do chests? That's also interesting. I don't like that raid. I think there's more fun raids than SSC, but it's okay. 20 to 90k, that's good. I would never buy. Well, if you don't have any other druids, sure. But it sucks buying item level 220 BOEs now, and then the next season they're much better, and season 3 they're going to be even better again. I sure wouldn't pay those prices. Some for cheap, snatch them up cheaply, yeah. Suleiman waiting room? It is. By the way, Tyler, remember you said logs didn't count on the Opera event in Karasan, and I had legendary logs in Opera. So they do count, or at least they show on the site. Is gear for Transmog always a hot seller? They never are. Nah, Transmog is like the slowest selling shit you can fuck around with in the game. They sell super slowly, but they always sell. But they sell so slowly that most people give up, which is good for the rest of us. For All Stars, they don't, but on your page, okay, like that. So I should continue to wait when selling Transmog and never give up on it. As long as you've made the correct call if you should post the item or not, then yeah. Like some items, they take literally months to sell. Months of reposting before they sell. What price do you use to list items? Lowest on your server? Always. I always match the price of my realm. You can, of course, put like a min price, right? Which means that you're not going to accept a price that's lower than half of the average price on EU or some shit. Like I do that on certain realms. On this realm, there's so many people like from stream and YouTube, like so many gold farmers on it. Prices are completely fucked. So I'm going to match regardless. You shouldn't, though. Like, as an example, you can get let's say a Skull Flame Shield. A relatively easy item to sell, right? And it's like, it could be 80,000 gold on this realm, but you can easily sell it for twice that on a different realm. So generally speaking, you should have a min price for posting. I don't really care, though. Min price for Archidon is 1 silver. It is. Do you think overall, though, that Transmog / Collectibles is your biggest gold maker? Yeah. Yes, like, the only time I make more gold on something that, like, outside of Transmog and Collectibles is if I've done investments or reset markets. Like, sometimes I'm going to buy a material really cheaply, buy it all out, and then list it for more gold. But, like, in terms of stuff that's farmed, yeah. It's also a relatively big operation, though. I mean, if I'd spent the same time doing anything else, then would have made more gold than that. Well, maybe not now, since the operation is already up and running with the crafted mogs and all the realms. Good afternoon, student. How are you? Melissa, good to see you. I'm good. I'm good myself. Thank you. How are you doing? You're off, right? Monday, Tuesday? Got some sick plans? We're just chilling. I played on this realm since Legion, and yeah, I can confirm Argent prices are fucked. They're very fucked. Like, I post 3,000 Transmog items in Argent Dawn, and I make more gold on a lot of my realms where I only post right above 1,000. Because prices are just that much better. And they also have less competition undercutting, of course. Yeah, I'm off just chilling. Nice. Don't you have a day off today as well? Should have done 24? Nah, today is a work day. But we did in Norway, I think it is like next Monday, like a week from now, it's like a bank holiday thingy again. I think so, at least. The last one. Until Christmas. God, it's going to be tough. Luckily, I got a couple of trips in between. Do you recommend skipping speed set if I plan on doing temple for a while? Temple, like Sunken Temple? You don't need a speed set to do Sunken Temple. It's a short... It's a short dungeon, but you might as well. So you have it for whenever you're doing other shit. Well, Zero the 10 million gold guy covered new expansion because I saw last update is 1 year. No, last update is like 2 weeks ago, I believe. And then there's probably been like 20 updates in 2026. It sounds like your email provider has marked the emails, the updates as spam, so you don't get them. But you can log into the website. If you do this, I posted it to you. You can log into the website and download the latest version at any given time. Is there an updated speed set guide? I made a video on a speed set yesterday, which is like level 61, the easy to get speed set. It's cheap and easy. What is the last version? Is it 367? Fuck, I gotta check. 385. So, your version is pretty old. Sunday was, yeah, it was yesterday. It sucks that it landed on a Sunday. So no days off. But next year it should be on a Monday then, right? Well, you said you're getting a Monday off soon. Yes, next Monday, I believe. And you don't have a day off after when the holidays are in the weekend? No, I wish that was a thing, but no. My company will give us Monday or Friday off if the holiday falls on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I wish it was like that. I only know there was holiday in Norway as I was watching the Giro d'Italia and the commentators mentioned it. Probably go fishing again. Maybe if the weather is good. But yeah, got a bunch of fish, but the fish was small. I was like hiking up a mountain, pretty far up, until then there was a couple of waters up in the mountains filled with fish, but they weren't that big. One bad thing about Norway, then, yeah, we gotta fix that. I mean, I'm okay with that not being a thing if they introduce like 4-day work weeks. Huh? Everyone is saying that like the world, especially work life, is going to become so much more efficient due to AI. So like I'm hoping that will result in, and it probably won't. There's a big copium, but 4-day work weeks. You obviously get paid the same, right? We only work 4 days. So can you suggest an old material farm solo, Cobra scale? I'm not sure what the prices are now, but last time when I checked, they were okay. Four-day work week would be the best thing to ever happen. Yeah, and it has to be. The norm has to be that you're working Monday to Thursday because it just feels better being off Friday than being off Monday, in my opinion. That's the problem. Companies won't mind 4-day work weeks, but not at the 5-day rate. Also, hey, what's up, Anaya? Yeah, I get it. I think like a lot of businesses would find a way to make it work with only having people at work 4 days a week. But they wouldn't want to pay you for that fifth day. Keep dreaming? Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. In that case, you would just have to not work full time and have Fridays off. Boom, boom, boom. I prefer 3 days a week at 6 hours a day. Well, obviously, same. But I was trying to be like a tiny bit realistic at least. But I know a guy that I used to go to school with. I don't know exactly what he does, but I know he does some sort of coding, right? And he told me that he works from home 5 days a week. Like he never goes to the office, and that's okay. Like the company's like fine. And he told me that he does a maximum of like 8 hours of work in the entire week. Right? That's it. He says in a full week he might put down 8 hours of work. Sometimes he works a little bit on Tuesday and Wednesday, and he just doesn't do fuck all the rest of the week. And that's because like he gets a project or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and he gets a deadline, and it's easy as fuck. The requirements or the demands are set too low for what he's able to accomplish. So he's obviously not going to complain. Now, fuck it, let's be real and just get the 4 times 10. Yeah, that would work too. I worked 3 times 12 as a chef and it was beautiful. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind 3 times 12. That would be great. I wanted a day off? Oh, fuck, no, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, in Norway, everyone is off Saturday and Sundays. When they were running the experiment with a 4-day working week somewhere in Denmark, it was Denmark did it. I know Denmark did it somewhere. Might have just been a couple of companies in Denmark, but I remember reading about someone in Denmark doing it. And it had good results as well, yeah. I was like that in my previous company, but the money was shit. Yeah, well, he makes good money as well. It's just a handful of companies. Farming gold in WoW other days? He doesn't play WoW. I don't know what he does. As a dream job, fully remote with a set deadline and you work your own hours as long as you meet the deadline. Yeah, that's pretty much where he's at. Are you using a different set than your 71 than from the video yesterday? Because I have a 70 druid. I am, but the set that I'm using on this tune is almost impossible to get these days. So you shouldn't even try. It's going to be stupidly expensive. And very difficult to even find the items. That's what I had and hoping to get again. Fully remote sounds like a dream until you actually realize it. Yeah, I mean, I was fully remote with COVID, and it's not. I don't like people, but it's still not for me. The only human I see is the cashier selling me food and Red Bulls. Yeah, that's it. You got a dog, so you're set. So you guys is up there for midnight? Yeah. Can't imagine going back to the office and fully remote the past 2 years. Some people go in, yeah, once a week. Did you get COVID? Me? Yeah, I had COVID like 3 times, I believe. Joker. Appreciate the follow, man. I remember I got it like super early on. But back then, they didn't have like COVID tests. Like, if you had the symptoms, you just had to stay home for like 2 weeks and isolate yourself. But like, you couldn't get a confirmation if you had it or not. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Then I got it like a second time, and I was at the office. I drove into the office. I felt bad, but like only like I had a flu kind of bad. This was still early on, and then my boss was like, "You got to take a COVID test." Like while I was at the office, and I was like stuck that fucker up my nose. God, that was bad. And I tested positive, and then I got sent home. And then the last time, it was really bad. Like it hit me like a motherfucker, actually. But yeah, it was no biggie. It was relatively bad. But every time I had COVID, I could have done my work. It wasn't that bad. How did you get COVID when Norway has a population of 15? Because of you and all the fucking diseases you brought over to Norway. You filthy Englishman. Yo, Lily. 47. God damn. That's almost 4 years if my math is correct. Beautiful Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, code student. Sound. I could not work from home. I like to walk around do physical work. Understandable. Clarity gets an ad. Fuck yeah. Fuck you, Clarity. Eat the ad. Blame Clarity instead. It is his fault mainly. Are you vaccinated? I am not vaccinated, no. I was about to get vaccinated because I was going to the US and you had to be vaccinated, like get like a vaccine card to fly into the US. But they stopped that requirement, so I couldn't be arsed. Good news, if you get COVID, you can still work. I think that's the first time you actually admit you never got it. I win. Yeah, I remember like back in the days. You were like, you couldn't tell anyone that you weren't vaccinated. I couldn't tell people on stream that I wasn't vaccinated because, well, I could, but I couldn't be arsed to like. So the truth is, it's the same for Noki. Like I didn't get vaccinated. 2 reasons. Number 1, and the main reason why I didn't get vaccinated is because I couldn't be fucking arsed. I couldn't be arsed to like leave the house and go down to some building and get stabbed with a vaccine. I'm lazy, dude. I just couldn't be fucking arsed to do it. And second of all, since I wasn't vaccinated, they couldn't fly me to like other countries with work. So like all the clowns at work that got vaccinated, I was like, we need somebody in Germany. I was like, I can't. I'm not fucking vaccinated. We need someone in Switzerland. Well, too bad. I can't travel. I'm not vaccinated. Right? So I got off the hook on a lot of shit. It was beautiful. Can't do that now, though. Alright, I got a bunch of blue items, but no big kahunas, though. Now it's time to change dungeon. Brash didn't get shit. Finally, a blue one is the Jordan Rods. You lost your job for that? You managed to use that excuse for the longest time? I did. It was so nice. Bum, 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 bum. Timmy Tech with the 3 months. My man. Appreciate it. To some extent, it's actually wild how long would you work requiring travel. True, but I mean, it's Norway. We're well protected. Nobody can force me to go and get a vaccine. They also can't fire you due to it, luckily. I opened up 600 Dev's bargaining chips and only one lamented. Oof. Well, maybe you spent the bad RNG and you'll get plenty of loot next time. I need more Coca-Cola before we begin, but I'm going to start the challenge if you want to join in. Corlash, so I can destroy you again. $600? Well, not 600 items, but spent 600 chips is what only me did. Well, we good to go? What happened with your vacation this time? You were supposed to go somewhere and you had to change or something? Yeah, like due to jet fuel being low in supply, like my flights got cancelled. So instead of Switzerland, I'm going to Italy. And instead of France, I'm going to Spain, or the other way around. Lime, how's it going, dude? 90 speed set video when? Gotta wait until we're at a higher season so we can get higher item level on the BOEs, or better stats as well could work if they can roll with critical strike like all of them. So 200 items, still trash RNG, horrible RNG. Yeah, so bad. Me, however, in these runs, I'm going to show you insane RNG. How do I join the LAC? Once you get the Gold Party Challenge, the add-on, you type in the character name and realm. So in this case, it would be Student Airy Peak. Type that into the invite field. Yeah, true, but there's also some degree of reason to work laws, etc. in a normal setting. Sure, forcing you to vaccinate to go to some obscure country in the jungle would probably not happen, but in the end, you had to cave because you knew it wasn't gonna end with the requirements to entry. Eventually, yes, you're right. You're right. Eventually, I probably had to, but fuck it. Love to go to Italy. I have family since I'm Italian. What? Last time you said you were Polish. Poland, Italy. Huge difference. Huge. Gonna try and do the 60 bill soon. Yeah, that's a decent one. Damn, how often do travel would work? Not that much anymore. I try my absolute best to avoid everything. I was born in Poland and I server transferred to Sweden. I bet you regret that now. My parents both Italian and Polish. Like one of them is Polish, the other is Italian, and they ended up in the NA. Boom, 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 boom. I'm Turkish living in Sweden. I do not get all the jokes between Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. It's just like it's just rivalry between neighbor countries. You have the same thing if you go to like US and Canada, right? Or if you go down to ex-Yugoslavia with like Serbians, Bosnians, and Croatians. Who else do you have? The UK, fucking Scottish people, Welsh, the English. But it's not like Norway and Denmark. They don't have anything against each other, right? But everyone has something against Sweden. I'd call it sibling rivalry in the north. The eastern situation is a bit different. It is definitely different. Rivalry, but all Scandinavian countries voted for each other in Eurovision. I'm not sure if the fact that they did is worse or the fact that you know this. Swedish girls are hotter. Where did you read that? On Reddit? Talking about hot Swedish females. DD, what's good? Yo, classic. How's it going? Boom, boom. Möten? Den psyke jävel. How's it going? That's the old fable in the US. Yeah, you guys are clueless. It's quite a rude thing to say. What? Big compliment. Möten not appearing for 3 years and then suddenly appearing at the same time as DD? That is a bit suspicious. You could say that they came together. Calling me Swedish? Well, that, yes, I see that point. Aye, just hot blonde. I had it on the background while gaming. Of course you did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Didn't you say the exact same thing when you watched every episode of One Tree Hill? It was just in the background while you were doing some manly gaming? I'm downloading Gold Party Challenge. I'm back. What about World of Tanks? Hey, Stu, how are you? What's up, Phantom? I'm good, man. Good. Thank you. You? Mutant, den här är på Airy Peak. I posted it for you in the chat since you don't understand the accent. No time for gaming? Tying up streamers for Iceland? Oh, that's right. You're gonna go fishing. Nice. I got myself a set of Mar Alum's gloves. They have a price of 400k. This is the biggest item I've pulled from Dented Raiders. Aha. The Mara, yeah, I know those. Good to join challenge. Have to download new add-on. No more Ludicrous challenge. Ludicrous challenge isn't working, no. RFK instead of RFD? I've already done 100 runs of RFD. It's like one of the first dungeons I did after midnight. You made that much gold on Dragonflight on Airy Peak? I've been following since before your book. What is the accent again? I forgot. You said it once before. Where you were from, I just don't remember. Norway. Better if I RF in you. Are you high? Mutton, can you smell colors? Does it smell like blue? I'm worried about you, man. Smells like a rainbow and it's not even Pride Month yet. What does blue smell like? You gotta ask Mutton about that. Hey, soon, what are you looking for in RFK? RFK specific blue items like Transmog. There's a bunch of green items that's okay, meaning they're worth posting on the auction house. Okay value, okay sell rate, but they're not insane. Then to gather my monthly 250k, you're not gonna get shit. Norway is a beautiful place. Are the rumors about the salmon true? Norwegian salmon? What kind of... Depends. What kind of rumor have you heard, man? How did you celebrate National Sea Monkey Day on Saturday? It was on Sunday. Wait, is there actually... No, I'm not sure if you're fucking with me now. Fuck you. Supposed to see the play on Saturday. There was a marathon and the subways were so packed we couldn't even get on. Tried a car instead. Took 2 hours and we missed the play. Huh. I mean... Didn't you grew up in New York? Should have accounted for that. I went like 5 hours ahead. I was being serious. Yes, but you shouldn't have to ask, because I sent you a video of how I celebrated the National Sea Monkey Day. That means you didn't watch it. We had no idea there was a marathon. Isn't there a marathon daily in New York? Donovan! 4 months. Legend. Dude, welcome back in, man. How's it going? What is Mary Fong? You should ask your sister. Just walking down the block in New York City is a marathon. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, you're back to making billions? It's up to trillions now. Yeah, but you wouldn't know because you were never here. In New York? What the fuck am I going to do in New York? Mention one nice thing about New York. One. Bro, I got invited to some research program for Blizzard that says in-person remote playtesting. Yo, chat. Type 1 in the chat if you got personally invited for a research program at Blizzard. Handpicked. I'm a test. But we've talked about this, Meton. They have to do tests on you because there's nothing right about what's going on up here. So we gotta run tests on you. Like the government has to run tests on you because we gotta learn and see where the fuck did we go wrong, so we can prevent making the same mistake in the future. Is that a common email? I've never gotten that before. I don't know what email you got. It's common that Blizzard invites will first reaches out to you through email. That's what they do with me. Depends on what you consider nice. We have a lot here, but you can't mention one thing. Usually they just ban me by email. A 9 months with the Prime. It has, apparently. Appreciate it, Nick. Thank you so much for spending the Prime on me, dude. Too much shit to do? You're never gonna quit Plantation. What is it that you want? Want to do? Don't you like Broadway? You probably don't like crowds. You don't want to walk around Times Square? What about going to the top of the building like Empire State? But it's like, what are you going to see? What's the view? Bunch of concrete buildings? Do you still have to whisper you for an invite? No, there's a separate invite field where you type in my character name and realm. And on this tune, that will be student on every peak. Depends on the Euro jackpot size. I sold my pattern, 1.3 million gold earned last month without committing to craft the Transmog yet. Nice. I'm fully committed to craft the Transmog. Where's my 1.3 million? You gotta start playing on a Raven Crest, dude. It's where the magic happens. The only competition you have is Tidal, and he's too busy watching, like rewatching Eurovision. So he's not gonna have the time to undercut you. I got the wolf claw gloves. Need something bigger now. You probably missed you looted it. No, I saw them. I was just in the middle of my speech. They weren't big enough to stop the great speech. I barely get by mining and still manage to start farming Transmog. The Island Expedition still not a decent price. Yeah, but it's a bit awkward doing Island Expedition solo now. Because it's still somewhat bugged. The only touristing thing I do is see the place. Sometimes when I got family comes over places, we go out to eat. We walk around the park. Yet you're not really selling the idea of New York. You go out to eat. I mean, there's not a city in the world where you can't do that and get good food. So as I said, there's nothing. in New York. You're gonna rewatch the handball goal. What handball goal? Boom, 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 boom. So, how many speed characters do you have at the moment? Yo, chicken. Appreciate the follow, dude. I have a 70 and a 90. Thinking about making a level 60. I have a 90, an 80, a 70, and 71, sorry. And then a 62, and then a couple of like really bad speed sets that used to be good at like level 45 and some weird shit. What transmog do you use for druid? I mean, to hide the cat form? I use like these toys that changes my appearance. I have a bunch of different ones. They work with cat form. Like you can be in cat form and still have the appearance of the toy. Maybe a student is watching the Norwegian performance of Eurovision for the testicle grabs. Sure. A third league team from Sweden. Is your one that lasts for 1 hour? Yeah, the one that I had on. Kind of many faces lasts for a full hour. What's the challenge add-on? It's called Gold Party Challenge. Could you do a video with all your speed sets? Would be awesome. It would also be pointless. Like I made a new one for the 61 speed set. The yesterday's video, the level 71 speed set. It's almost impossible to make that these days, right? Because of how difficult it is to get the items you need. Level 80 speed set, already have a video about that. And level 90 speed set, I will make a video on that. Just gotta wait until you can get higher item level. Like you can make it like a better speed set at level 90 before I make a video on that. But that's coming. So you are the place. What do you want when you go to other cities to walk around and go to different restaurants, see the sights? No, I mean, I get that you can walk around in New York as well, but I'm just saying, why would you go to New York when there's 100 cities that's more appealing than New York? We have beaches. You're not exactly known for beautiful beaches, though. Museums, famous places. What famous place? The only argument I guess I could buy is like if you like to go shopping. And that's a wild guess. I'm just guessing that New York you can get whatever the fuck you want if you want to go shopping. I don't go shopping. You can get the war within itemable boot snack with miter and chunk can be used up until 120. People go to New York for things like Broadway. Yes, and I mention one nice thing. I'll never go to New York and I'm 4 hours away. A video about easy to get speed sets instead of your perfect speed sets. Yeah, that's what I made a video about yesterday. Yesterday is a level 61 speed set, the easiest speed set and the cheapest speed set you can get. I type your invite in the challenge. It says no player with that name is playing. Some people have issued playing depending on the realm and the faction that they play. You got to make sure that you type it exactly like I wrote it to you now in the YouTube chat with capital letters. But that's being fixed. Invites are going to go through the TSM servers, and then everyone will be able to join the challenge easier. They said that to me too in my lines. And sometimes you also have to spam the button. Type in the character and realm, and then you got to spam it. Yeah, fuck the Ripple. You're never gonna come here? I just don't see New York as appealing. I think the only people that consider New York appealing is people that haven't been anywhere else. They don't have anything to compare it with. Said that for me too in a alliance. That sounds like skill issue. Sometimes it also works if you reload and then try. It's fucked up, yeah. I went to New York with my aunt after I graduated high school. It was interesting. Why did you choose the word interesting? Do I need to be a druid for these farms? I see like every farmer is being a druid. A druid is the best class, yes. You don't need to be a druid, but it's the most efficient class. Basically got dragged around wherever she wanted to go, and half the time was spent in a hotel room. Nice. So it wasn't that interesting unless you were being sarcastic. It was boring as fuck. I just simply lack druids. I got so many mages. Well, it's time to make more druids. Because your mage is gonna suck donkey dick compared to a druid. I WoW token a druid? You did a boost? Boom, 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 boom. I have a question. How to get epic in treasure? What kind of treasures are you talking about? But being a druid makes you a furry. Do people from my guild say I just don't want to be a furry? Newsflash, man. The people in your guild, they fucking suck. You're clueless. They're probably playing a Worgen mage and then laughing at you for being a furry playing a druid. That's shit loot. Bada bada bum bum bum. Do the greens you're farming actually sell? Some of them. Like, the thing is, you can see that there's a golden coin on a lot of the items. A lot of the green items aren't worth posting on the auction house, so you gotta separate the good items from the bad items. How many servers you post Transmog on? 5. It's like much lower scale on 4 out of 5 though. It's mainly just craft the transmog and then also some duplicates. I don't think I have many runs left now. Shit, maybe 1? Everything sells eventually. To a vendor. Is Transmog a main farm now, since most other farms aren't really that great anymore, gold per hour? And if you did suggest one, what would that be? Yeah, I'm pretty much back to old content now. Because what you said, the gold per hour isn't good enough doing midnight current content farms, and it's the same ones that I've done for weeks, right? So I can't be arsed to do it when the gold per hour is that low. So the gold per hour is much higher on average doing something like this, but it also takes ages to sell this kind of stuff compared to midnight stuff. Scrap really needs to remember my shit between characters. That's a setting, dude. If you go into your scrap settings, you can there we go. Uncheck this box. If this one is checked to character specific, it won't be, but you can uncheck it. And it's gonna be account wide. No, this shit tune hasn't picked it up yet, Kevin. I can do it though. I had literally 0 professions, and this guy I forgot to do it. I did it on my other druid on Saturday. I did some carries and skinning and Soul Gerb Savage Letter farming some good gold. You should try Baby Crocs in Oldham for Savage Letter. But yeah, the Carasan farm for Nuttide can be really good, as long as the price is right. And you kill a lot of mobs, so you have a chance at least for epics, world drop epics in Kara. Boom, bottom. I got your gold guide finally. It's been great, to be honest. I've only used it for the skinning portion so far, and I made my first 200,000 gold. My man, thank you so much for picking it up, dude. Glad you liked it, buddy. Have you heard of Swifty? He was a PvP legend. Yes, I have heard of Swifty. He once hosted my stream in 2019 during Classic when I did this 12 hours of Tyr's Hand farming in EPL. That was stupid. Fuck, that was so bad. Why the fuck did I do that? Soul draining. Didn't even get any sick loot. I was lucky that I came out okay due to like fucking cloth and consumables. Prices were high, but Ivan, appreciate the YouTube sub, man. I got a Felsteel Longblade pattern from Karasan skinning when I was a monkey and learned the pattern. Long term, you should learn every recipe that you get and craft the items. That's what I said, Tops. Hello, by the way. Hardened Springs is too cheap. Yeah, there's been a bunch of people in the guild actively farming it the last couple of weeks, but when I turn 70, even though I won't have 5,000 gold, can I still do the quest line? No. You can't pick up the quest unless you have epic flying on the druid. I sold 1,800 springs 18 days ago with 34k, not too shabby. Yeah, it's not too bad. Last time I checked when people were doing it, I believe that was this week, and they were like 12 gold each. So that means the farm is like 45k an hour. But a lot of people are happy with 45k an hour because they compare it to doing skinning and, herbalism and mining in Midnight, where they get like 25, right? All of a sudden, 45 isn't that bad. The last WoW I played was Project Epoch, but it was a massive flop. You don't have to worry, man. Classic plus ink. Gonna be sick. It's still good, but it doesn't sell fast anymore. You're right that you do have to usually post it. Like, it's sometimes when you post it, you log on and everything's sold. But it's normal to like have to repost it a couple of times before it all sells, unless you actively undercut. But it still sells fast enough. I still have 47,000 springs. Yeah, I mean, no wonder it feels like they don't sell for you. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that I'm looked out. Let's see. I will never post under 19. And you shouldn't, because they're so volatile. They go above that all the time. What is the average purchase price on almost 47k? I know you've bought them a couple of times. Yeah, that was the 10 runs. Nice. Let me see, I gotta update my shit. That was another 10 runs of Olderman. Another 10 of RFK. 8 to 12. So 10? What do you mean 8 to 12? Is it worthwhile to craft items and sell them on the auction house? I assume for selling. Should I be selling crafting items from rare patterns? It's like these days, it's kind of pointless to take 5 transmog items from rare patterns, craft those, and sell those. You want to go all in. You want to level up your professions in every expansion and craft every single transmog item. Well, we're gonna do some LBRS. I need a pee before we begin. Is stripping gold shard making enough gold for epic flying? It works for Monshi, but he's a professional. Don't have the average, but somewhere between. Come on, game. Is it a large investment to level up all professions? Yeah. like, first you have the initial investment of leveling the professions up, like buying the mats to level it up. And then you should spend gold buying patterns and plants on the auction house. And then you have to spend gold buying mats to craft the actual transmog items as well. So yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to start the challenge. This is Stud Pharma on Argent Dawn. That's why, Must, appreciate the follow. That's why I always advise people to begin with tailoring, because you can level tailoring by making bandages. It's like the cheapest profession to level up. And it has some very nice, fast-selling items on it too, so it's a nice profession to begin with. Alright, I'm just going to pee and then we'll begin. Hold on. God damn, Monchi invited me to his guild. The Pretty Girl Club. I'm gonna have to decline, Monchi. Oh, Corlash already started, man. I'm gonna show him how it's done. The king of LBRS. So I'll just go through all my professions and craft and list one of everything. Pretty much, yeah. And then you want to get a hold of as many patterns and plans as you can. No, see? Well, I think I just had to accept it. There we go. Accept. Now it is. Shit, good call on the scrap option. I thought that I unchecked that. Gotta see if I need to do that for each character. Probably. Yo, Murasaka, how's it going, dude? How you been? I love collecting patterns, so I'll enjoy this. That's a good start. Most people don't. Da-da-da-da. Hmm. I didn't loot. I spent 2 years in Sunwell farming patterns in there only to accidentally delete the tailoring on that character. God. Oh shit. Lime also joined in now. Been good. I haven't played WoW since Dragonflight, but suddenly just got an urge to farm, my man. I love seeing 30,000 in the mailbox on my Transmog tune. Nice. Just wait until I start seeing 300k. Tyrant-like plates. It's not big enough, boys. You're gonna have to pick up bigger loot than that. Because I'm about to get something sick. Should I just sell Transmog from profession or should I sell toys and mounts? Everything. You gotta be careful. Toys is usually fine and they usually profit. You gotta be careful with mounts though. Mounts is so popular to craft that sometimes people are selling them at a loss. Like it costs you more to craft the mount than you can actually sell it for. That's gonna depend on what realm you're playing on, of course, but TSM will tell you, so you're fine. I only play an Origin Dawn. Yeah, then you're fucked. Just in general. Bloodstone Hammer is a world drop. All the chests are locked today. Okay, but Arcanite champion from the last boss, and then we're good. I know there's a US Origin Dawn, is a dead realm there, but overpopulated in EU. Yeah, there is. Every time been on like websites where you gotta search up the realm that you play on, like Undermine Exchange, and you type in Origin Dawn, the US one pops up. Shit loot. God damn. Oh, I don't have easy delete on this tune? Not enabled? Can't enable that now. Shit. I gotta pick up the Skull Flame Shield before Limna. A lucky fuck. Corlash has lost his mojo now. He's like a washed up Vimy. He's not getting anything. There's no biggie. Easy to beat him. What happened to Plex? I don't know. I haven't heard from Plex in ages. Last time he was here, he told me about how he hasn't been able to play a lot lately. And that was it. He probably needs a mental break. He's going to be back. You just wait. Just like Murasaka, they all return. Is Goldfarms still good in WoW, or do you feel like it's starting to die? I have no clue the state of the game right now. It depends on how you like to make gold. Like, the latest content, like Midnight Goldfarms, is pretty dead. Gold per hour is horrible. But it, like, what I've done the last 10 years of farming collectibles, like, that's still very much alive. I still sell, like, the same amount of auctions now that I did 5 years ago, right? 10 years ago, even. But back then, you would sell your auctions for more gold, though. It's playing Hearthstone. Well, Plexion is a known quitter, man. He always quits and then he comes back and he's gonna go hard as fuck, get burned out, then rinse and repeat. Actually, which expansion is it the most transmog sales? I think Legion was the best expansion for transmog, and that's so. Like, it was like in Legion you could sell, you know, like the popular transmog items, even crafted, like the Stylen hats, War Bear. You could sell multiple of those a day. It was really good, and the profit margins were good. And then farm transmog, like Glorious, Vanguard, Jade, insane prices. And it also sold very fast compared to now. I feel like, long time no see. See? There we have it. What's up? We were just talking about you, Plex. But, like, I feel like the reason why I'm getting as many sales now is because we also have way more content. Right? Like, back in the days, we didn't have the crafted Solgurub items, the patch 10.17, the Nax Ramas items, Skolamans, you know? You're able to keep up with the sales because you also have more items to list. If I crafted and farmed the same amount of items, the exact same items now as I did in Legion, I would definitely make less gold. Definitely. Is farming BOEs and Shadow Guard Point worth it? Do you want 39 blues are worth a fair bit and they sell quickly? Drop non-stop as well. I swear, 2 to 300k every time I level a tune. Yeah, but did you calculate how many hours it took you to make 200,000 gold? I haven't done the math on it, so I'm not sure what you could roughly estimate, like gold per hour wise. I'm taking a break from WoW. I haven't had any enjoyment in it lately. Been busy with life too. Yeah, it happens to most people, man. You'll be back, though. You'll be back. They always come back. Even Netso came back. I think WoW players are degenerate gamblers, always chasing big selling items. They are. I'm also guilty of that. It's like 4 hours and I know nothing about gold farming to know if that's good or bad. No, that's good. Yeah, if those numbers are right and you make 200 to 300k in 4 hours, that's good. I mean, That's like 50 to 60,000 gold an hour in just the BOEs. So if those are realistic numbers and you can average that, then yeah, that's good. So is it gambling? I started WoW when I was 9 years old in 2009. And I'm 26 and I'm still playing. No gambling for you? God, every time you mention gambling, I can't stop thinking about the fact that you banned yourself from gambling websites and then you gambled using your girlfriend's credit card instead. Like, you do realize how bad that sounds. Like, maybe it wasn't that bad. You only bet on like a football match or something, like a nostalgic amount. But the fact that you had to send emails and ban yourself from gambling and then proceeds to use your girlfriend's ID or card to gamble with, like, that doesn't sound good. Sounds perfectly safe, yeah. Bum, bum, bum. You're going to start gambling again once the World Cup begins, aren't you, Tobbs? I lost money on hockey today. Start again, I'm already losing money. Of course you are. You're a degenerate gambler. I don't gamble a lot of money. It's very in reach. I mean, I do agree that if you put like, let's say, $5 on a game, most games are more interesting to watch. It doesn't. It can be like a stupidly low amount, but it instantly becomes more interesting. Mine was like €120 in the last 6 months. It's all good. And that's how it starts. How the fuck are the trees coming through the walls in Shadowfang Keep? It's magic, dude. I have a bank account just for gambling. $500 goes in there. If I run out, I'm done. You mean when you run out? Not if. Because even if that goes up to 750, it's going to go back down to 0 again. Though usually just as a savings account. 500? But like 500, by all means, that's a lot of money. But for a lot of adults with a full-time job, like 500, people spend $500 on the stupidest shit monthly. Saving slash gambling account? Do I really need to go on a vacation this year? Or do I need to play the slots? I'm eating a good steak with red wine sauce right now. Is all good. And fries. But like a couple of weeks ago, you were broke. And you were eating pasta because that's all you could afford. And now you're eating like a king? Swings fast. There is no correct way to play slots. You don't play slots. That's the correct way. Boom boom. I go to Vegas once a year for CS, so it's usually my Vegas fun. You would play the table and like poker and stuff. I would play the slot machines as well. But like I know that I have an addictive personality, so I don't gamble like online. But going to Vegas to play at a casino, that's all good. I can play the slot machines there too. It's fun as fuck. I enjoy the shit out of it. But I'm not fooling myself. I know it's a bad idea. Like I consider the money lost. It's just entertainment money. I'll never go into a casino thinking I'm going to get rich. It's more like I'm going to take these $500 and I'm going to have a lot of fun wasting them at the casino. RFD never lets me down. First pack ice mail. God damn. RFD is beautiful. RFD is the type of dungeon you go to when you want to feel a dopamine. Usually always gives you loot. I rather use it on cocaine and hookers, but like if you gamble the money away, your life is going to suck until the next payday. Your hookers are going to give you STDs for life. I just got a skull flame shield from Sulfaric. Now I should go and play the slots. Nice, congrats on that, dude. Gambling my time in WoW is a lot less expensive. Yes, it's much better in many ways. I figured that out myself. Gotta pay for the premium for the STD-less hookers. The series you do with the locked boxes, that's a gamble. Definitely. Only cost me my time, though, to farm the boxes. It's a scam. They just know the doctor. What are we talking about now? Oh, the prostitutes. Is that a thing? Like you? I mean, of course it's a thing. It's yeah. So if you buy a premium prostitute, they're going to come with it like a certificate, like they went to the doctor, took a test, and look, I'm STD free. But that's apparently a scam, according to Murasaka. A friend told him. I haven't tried it, but I imagine that's a thing. I see. Do they have a at-home hooker test? It should be a thing like the COVID test. Just put that cotton stick, and you get the results instantly. Where does this movement speed come from? I made a video about this yesterday. The speed Yaggle. Like, I do use consumables, like the fried bonefish and File of Alacrity, but that's like just a small fraction of the total movement speed. The rest of it comes from having a speed set. It's illegal to lie about STDs. I bet the prostitutes care about that. Skullflame soon, student. You can feel it as well. Yeah, I know, man. It's coming. Is it worthwhile making speed consumables and selling? Like the speed enchants, food, and flasks? It can be. You gotta check the profit margins, because those prices also change a lot. How do we come into talking about hookers taking STD tests? That was Murasaka's fault. He steered the conversation into that direction. It's worth selling Transmog with any sell rate less than 0.010. Yeah, if it has a unique appearance, or if the value is good enough. Yo, by the way, I just want to say I didn't start shit tonight. I watched the VOD and you guys blame me for the weird subject. What? What weird subject? Doesn't sound like us at all. We usually don't blame the conversations on you until you've left for HBO and dinner, man. How much is Goldfarms going for right now? Last time I checked, it was like 250. But it's obviously going to depend on what realm you play on. How about student story time? Student story time has to come organically. We got to be talking about a subject, and then I'm like, yo, by the way, guys, I know this guy. Right? Was that the end of last stream when I asked about the weird subject that was going on? That could have been it, yes, on Saturday, when Noki started that subject, of which I don't recall. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, fucking straight rolling. Rolling in with a tier 2 sub, 40 months. My man. How you been, dude? Did you have a nice weekend? Thank you so much for the resub. I did not. I was in fact making food and I came back to a circus of bordering TOS. I don't recall any of that. Tess Mercy, appreciate the follow. Time to get some ice cream. It is the season of ice cream. My freezer is also filled with ice cream. But it's like, it's in the freezer. It's like in combination with the fridge up in the kitchen, so I can never be arsed to get one. So I always get an ice cream after dinner. What kind of ice cream do you have? I have all sorts of ice creams. Huge selection of ice cream. They all consist of chocolate, yes. What do you do with the gold? Nothing really. I don't need any more gold. I got plenty of gold. It's just fun to farm it. Speaking of food, I'm going to eat and crash early tonight. See you whenever you grace us with a stream again. What the fuck, dude? Wednesday. Enjoy. Okay, I'll see you then. Boom, boom, boom. Rise sale. Half a year with the Prime. Appreciate the fuck out of that 6 months, man. Welcome back in, dude. Can you sell some gold? No. Just buy some WoW tokens, man. What do you mean? Boom, 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 boom. Fuck me, still no epics. Has anyone in WoW made it to 1 billion yet? Oh yeah, there's many people. There's like 5 people in the stream that I know of that has multiple billions. I don't know anyone that has like even hundreds of millions of gold who don't have multiple accounts. I went to Norway last summer, by the way, and I didn't see you. Really small country. That's weird. Maybe I wasn't outside that day. Runorskia? Yes. Fuck me with this shit loot. Ay, 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 ay. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Yeah, that might be. I tried to find you all over Tromsø, but all I saw were baddies. That's it. Like, you weren't focused enough to see me. You were focused on these so-called baddies. What is a reasonable to sell a crafted speed set for? Just crafted one, but I can't really find any other auctions for it. Oh, fuck. I mean, you can sell those pieces for 40,000 gold as easily as you can sell them for 10,000 gold. If you don't have competition, that is. Let me put it this way. If I wanted to build this speed set and the pieces were 40,000 gold on the auction house, I would have paid 40,000 gold each item on the auction house. Wouldn't give a fuck. I'm not saying that's the case for everyone, but people buy max level speed items for 80,000 gold, right? Easily, all the time. But it is more normal to sell it for like 10k, 15k, 20k maybe. Depends. Like the crafting cost on it is relatively low. So all it takes is one clown to dump the price and you're fucked. And Dragonflight, I bought mine for over 100k. Like in total, though, for all pieces. I won't update. Just don't level that tune. I still use a Dragonflight speed set on one of my druids, and he's fast. Plus, for 15,000 gold apiece. If anyone's interested, hop over to Sylvanas. Wait, no one was posting it on Sylvanas? That's weird. Love Sylvanas. Do you do any sniping? I like the idea of that, but I don't know how to set it up. I haven't sniped for ages. I once did sniping just to test it out. It wasn't for me. I got some decent snipes. Like the advantage that I had was that I wouldn't be fooled by like fake value. Right? Like I wouldn't buy a shit item for 1% of the market value. But it wasn't for me. It was boring as fuck. Some people like it. Like Tidal, all he does is snipe. It's the only way he makes gold. He snipes. Not yet, see? Yago, appreciate the YouTube sub. Welcome in. Do Monotombs and Hellfire Ramparts cover the majority of TPC Transmog? You don't really need to do any other dungeons. Some people also do Underbug. Monotombs, Ramparts, Underbug. So he only has a chair and a basement in his house. We're talking virtual. Like player housing. But yes. Gyokar is just benched after I just bought him. That's good. I hope so badly that they lose, man. That will be sick. I fucking doubt that's gonna happen. They're playing Burnley, right? Are they like bottom of the league? Well, second. They fucking suck. Should be easy. But God, it would be nice if they lost. Bigger chance at their last game, isn't that Crystal Palace? Crystal Palace, the manager, it's his last game. He doesn't give a fuck. So that's probably going to be easy as well, sadly. I'll be laughing if Arsenal blew the title. Would make my year. Same. Would be beautiful. Is open world farm still broken? Yeah. Dude, still no Arcanite champion. Fucking hell. Still losing to Lime. No, that's not good. In a good or a bad way? In a bad way. 1000% bad way. That you haven't played since Dragonflight Murasaka, but basically what they did is that if you kill, let's say you do Seletus farming, right? After killing the mobs for like a minute, the mobs will almost completely stop dropping loot. So you can keep on killing and killing and killing, and they barely drop anything. It's like all loot is reduced by 99%. There's some exceptions, some farms where it works as normal, but the majority of them are fucked. I've been unable to sell my Arcanite champion plan for so long. Someone listed for 100k yesterday in my realm too. I never have an issue selling the Arcanite champions, but yes, sometimes it can take a while. Like recipes in general are relatively slow sellers. Wetlands Hyperspawn is the only one that still works. Nah, Isle of Thunder still works. Everything related to patch 10.17 still works. Any item that is specific to that mob type is gonna work. Like those farms will work. They still won't drop the world drop loot table as normal, but that's not what you're after anyways. But what the fuck's the point of that? Blizzard hasn't made any statements about it. Like, it would make sense that Blizzard did it to combat bots. So that if you're a bot grinding for raw gold just to vendor everything with chromie time, if they're barely getting any loot from the mobs, they're also barely going to make any gold, right? But it happened at an awkward time with the anniversary patch where they fucked around with loot tables in every expansion. And it doesn't make sense. There's like not a proper system to it either. And when I ask Blizzard and a bunch of other people, like they have no records of them changing the loot table. So it could just be a case of spaghetti coding. Yeah, some people are happy about the change because it resulted in a lot of the solo farms to be better. No statement is also a statement of sorts, yes. It's like, it was pointless to do Sulfarak because you would do Seletus. Now, when you can't really do Seletus, all of a sudden Sulfarak is better than it has been in a very long time, so soul farmers are happy about it. Like, it was pointless to do Wailing Caverns because you would just go and do Sludge Fen. Now you can't do Sludge Fen. Wailing Caverns is good again. BFD is much better as well. Lifestone on Brash. GG on that sick epic. That's wild. Imagine wanting people to play together and making gold farming impossible together. Well, if it was an intentional move, that would be really bad because, once again, Blizzard would then, instead of dealing with the actual issues of the bots, they would try to combat the bots by doing a change that affects like the regular guy playing the game. And that seems to be like a recurring thing with Blizzard. Instead of dealing with the core issue, they try to find ways around it that impacts everyone else. And that's obviously not a good thing. You'll be 70 in no time, see? Again. No Arcanite. Ay, ay, ay. Then we'll try again. After that Lifestone, I'm actually last place. Shit. Plan Dirge, my only epic today after 100 rounds of Ramparts. Oh shit, an epic is an epic. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I mean, it's an impossible task for Blizzard, though. Like, a video game that was over 20 years ago. Like, everyone has different reasons to why they love WoW. And at some point, you're gonna start picking those pieces apart, destroying them. So, it's pretty tough to progress the game, but still keep all of the things that made people love the game for this long. Logging to repos, I got 0 sales in my first realm. You got billions of gold, man. We don't feel sorry for you, title. Only 3 people in lack. How's the game has fallen? People are saying that WoW is dead. My stream is dead. And what else is dead? Many things are dead, according to chat. Is it worthwhile to farm my materials for crafting or just buying them? Buying them. Very rarely do you want to farm the mats yourself. There's exceptions, by all means. If you were to, like, craft something that requires primal fire, but primal fire is 1,200 gold each, but very rarely. Because you shouldn't craft the item unless it profits. And if it profits when primal fire is at 1,200 gold, like, that's fine. WoW has survived longer than anyone could have expected. Definitely. WoW got cold dead 15 years ago. Yeah. I mean, for as long as I've played WoW, and I've played WoW since it came out, people have claimed that the game has been dead. Is it more dead now than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Yeah. Sure, but a dead game? Nah. Hey, soon I was about to buy Shadebound stuff on the auction house, but it says they are unique equipped. Does that not matter anymore? Okay, so they're not unique equipped, but you can only have, for the speed set, you have, the item level should be 50, right? And then you can get, like, an item that is unique equipped, like these boots, because they're item level 56. So you can only have one unique equipped item, but that doesn't have to be the boots. It can be legs, it can be ring, it can be whatever. But you can only have one of the higher item level items, if that makes sense. You can see item level 50, 50, 50, then 56. This one says unique equipped, and then 50, 50. Classic has brought a lot of folks back. Yeah. I think Classic Plus is going to do the same thing. There's just none of the 50 item level ones. I know someone that is selling them on Sylvanas. Yeah, there you go, Trevilo. You use the warbank to buy the items on different realms. Classic Plus is going to be epic. I hope so. Is that EU? I'm on NA. Ah, yeah, that will be. We were referring to EU. Area 52 should have him. Yeah, Moonguard, maybe. Area 52 Moonguard. And if you can't find them, start crafting them. You'll make a lot of gold. I'm on Moonguard, and there's none posted. Holy fuck, that's a gold mine. Bada 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 bum. Shield spike. It's something, but it's not gonna be good enough. Good enough to be first place in the challenge, by all means. Get fucked, boys. Set the second epic from RFD Nightblade's Beginner's Luck. Bags are full? Not anymore. I took the advice of crafting one of everything and didn't look at the profits. Well, you're supposed to be crafting the transmog items by restocking with TSM. And then TSM doesn't add anything on the list of items you should craft unless it profits. That's how the groups and operations are set up. So it's very easy. You never have to like actually manually check to see if something profits, as TSM will only add the items you're missing on the auction house to the list if they profit. So it's super smooth. Trying to craft the transmog items without using TSM properly is a lot of work, and it's stupidly easy if you use TSM, because you literally click one button and TSM adds all the items to a list that you don't have on the auction house that will profit, and then you click another button and you're going to get a shopping list, all the materials you need to buy on the auction house to be able to craft all the transmog that's on your list. I made a video showing like exactly how that is done some time ago. Or just craft one of everything, and if something isn't profitable in URL, move it to another. That's still a lot more work, though. But possible, yeah. But you're definitely going to experience some times where it's not really profitable in any realms because somebody reset the price on Arcanite or Blood of the Mountain, whatever. Do you know what the video is called? I do not. No. Probably has a very clever name. I think it's called something like Print Infinite Gold with the Transmog. I don't remember exactly what I named it. The name sounds correct, but in that case, it's at least 2 years old. Yeah. It could easily be 2 years old, that video. But it's exactly the same now. I could have made that video 10 years ago. Would have been the same. But yes, we're talking years. Unless I made one in the more recent time as well. I can't remember. I remember vaguely that the thumbnail is a image of like a WoW token and like an infinity symbol. Sounds like every student video I've seen, but I could find it. What are you looking for? It's a video showing how to restock Transmog using TZM. ChatGPT? Maybe ChatGPT could do that. Boom, 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 boom. That you made? I made that, yeah. I wonder if ChatGPT could find that actually. Let's try. What the fuck do I type? The YouTuber Student Albatross made a video on how to restock crafted transmog using TSM. Infinity symbol and a WoW token. Can you find the video? Oh, fucking ChatGPT sucks. Sucks donkey dick. I remember I found that video some time ago and linked it to Sue's. But I had to manually go through them until I noticed the thumbnail. I can't remember what it's called, see. ChatGPT has access. I have no clue. I mean, it has access to everything that is public on the internet. So it should be able to find it. That's an epic. That's a shitty fucking epic. It beats the Lifestone that Corlash got, but shit. Isn't that just typical my luck? Finally get an epic and it sucks. God. Boom, boom. I had a hurricane in a sunken temple before I had a blue. It also blows. Ended up with 3 sales for 160, which is fine. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not sure what the profit is on that. Yeah, exactly, Scooby. It's impossible. 80% or more. Snipe got 2000. Maybe this one? No. Nah, that's about adding them to base, like as base items, but that's not the one. Printing gold in World of Warcraft with Transmog. You have a thumbnail you were describing. I don't know. Can you link it? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Kelvig is everywhere, man. Special in the best realm EU. Draenor, only beaten by Ravencrest. Boom, boom, boom. Do, 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 do. Come, 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 Scorpions. The best EU realm is Cossack, we all know that. I got 2 good realms, Raven, 1 mediocre, and 1 shitty. I can cut, probably. Fuck me, dude! Another epic, and it's another shit one. The Sash of Mercy. That could have been a Tibu, Blade of Hannah. Fucking Skullflame Shield. Wow. Playing from the Philippines sometimes adds some extra immersion every once in a while when a light earthquake happens, especially in LBRS. Yo, Alex. Legend. My man. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome back in. Yo, that is like an updated version of the video. That's not the video that I was... Well, that is the exact same topic as I was talking about, Timmy. Just like a newer version of that video. That one is actually titled well. I mean, the title is literally just how to restock craft the transmog. Yeah, I linked it to you in YouTube chat. Cheers to me. How's it going, Alex? Making millions today? Dude, it's been wild. I got 2 epics so far in LBRS, and they've all sucked donkey dick. I did Old Man earlier today, and I think I got 5 or 6 blue items. None of them were like big items. I got the fucking giant bone though. That's okay. So yeah, I've been getting a lot of loot. Just could have been better loot. So do you need bigger bags? Probably do. I haven't logged in TBC since the midnight raid. It's a dead game. Yeah, you're now officially a professional raid logger, man. Who's this? Hindaria. I made half a token today. I'm pleased. That's not bad at all. What is the price of a token now? 337. Fucking housing items, man. God damn. I was gonna do 11 runs title. I figured out the system. I did that last time too. So I do 11 runs, and that means I can do it 9 times. But I think I was slightly too fast. You can easily make LBRS 6 minutes per run. And I thought I did. That's interesting seeing your currency. Everything seems super expensive when you look at Norwegian krones. You want to get the 12-month subscription pack? It's going to be 1,586. There's nothing that I want from this shit, is there? What the fuck is this? Different mounts? Squirrels. Wings of Wisdom. Giant flying monkeys? What the fuck? What's the ratio of NOK to euro? 1 to like 12, I believe. I mean, it changes all the time. Like 12 NOK is 1 euro. Roughly. Still in sales, Mursaka. I do think the flying monkey was kind of cool. But, just because it's stupid. It's not something I would spend money on. Stuff is for Blizzard's new audience. A boop. What's up? It's very cool. Very cool. That's stretching it. I have it on US? Of course you do. You would have to spend money? No, I would spend gold, but I'm not going to use it. If something pops up in in-game shop that I want, I'm going to buy it. I mean, I bought some things. Like this one, Transmorpher Beacon. I didn't answer your question? Yeah, I did answer that. You just didn't pay attention. Spell damage for doubled in price. God damn. I sold, or I bought Mana Tissel title. Made a fortune on that. It went up like 50%. More than that, actually, from like 20 gold to like 36 gold or something. What was the answer? Still working sales, yeah. How many runs do you think you got in total for Transmog? Oh, fuck, tens of thousands. It's probably nice having gold to invest. I don't have that much gold, though. I should have bought more. I think I went from like 15, 16 up to like now I believe I have like 19. Big boss? No. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we're doing mainly just dungeon farms, Zeus. It's kind of limited to. I do have to do patch 10.17. I have to do all the battle pets. It's a whole bunch of things I gotta do. But I also need 4 people with me. So you pussied out and bought not that many? There wasn't that many to buy at a good price. Like the supply was kind of, it's TBC. Supply wasn't high enough at a good price. Sure, I could have bought way more, but then like the prices went from like 20 gold to like 28, 34. So I bought what I could at a good price. More books. What are you looking for? Epics. Epics and Arcanite Champion. That's like mainly it. Epics and Arcanite Champion. I only pop on WoW to put shit into auction houses and bored of WoW, but you're gonna be back. You've been bored of WoW like 10 times, as long as I've known you. Oh, you'll be back. Because you only got 1 foot out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. What is your goal this expansion? 10 billion? I stopped having goals for gold a long time ago. Just got my druid max levels on it to see what's new about speed sets. Maybe start farming again. Most people are just making level 61 speed sets now. So they're easy to make, they're cheap to make, and they move over 200%. Loot from 1,000 runs? That's too boring for me. I have done loot from 1,000 runs in the past, but that's basically just I did 10 dungeons 100 times, total of 1,000 runs, and then I took a look at the total gold that I made from those 1,000 runs and which dungeon did the best and worst. It's like saying you're over your ex since you only see her on weekends. He's right. Anyways, boys, ladies, gentlemen, that was the last dungeon, the last run of today's stream. So I appreciate you all watching the stream as always, and hope to see you guys back in on the next stream, which will be on Wednesday. But until then, have a good one, and bye-bye. Ba 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 ba.